You're listening to The Foundation of Wellness, a refreshing take on diet and lifestyle. Join me, Marisa Moon, as we tackle modern health with innovative and ancient principles. I'm a certified primal health coach and intermittent fasting instructor at marisamoon.com. What's going on, you guys? Happy New Year. It's 2020. Wow. You know what that means. It's time for an inspirational podcast that helps you get your scatterbrain together so we can move forward with more ease and more grace than we ended 2019 with. How does that sound? Now, yesterday I was interviewed for the Fasting Reset Summit, where I'm presenting on my new topic, intermittent fasting's effects on ADHD. I'm so excited to be one of the expert presenters because many of my idols or inspirations in the nutrition world, like Dr. Joseph McCullough and Dr. David Jockers, are going to be presenting on this summit as well. The summit airs January 21st to the 24th in 2020, and you'll see my interview on the 21st, so mark it on your calendar. And it's completely free to watch during those dates. Now, don't miss your chance to hear me and these 40-plus nutrition and medical experts discuss the benefits and best practices of fasting. So go ahead and register now for free at fastingresetsummit.com. And it's all online. You can even stream it and just listen while you're driving or doing chores, so mark those dates. And if you missed the live broadcast, January 21st to 24th, don't even worry. You can get the All Access Pass and take home the digital media. It's anytime access to every single presentation. And the price for that is $79.99. And at least that's the price at this time. It could go up because the regular price is $297. So you can use my affiliate link at tinyurl.com/fastingresetsummit to get all of the summit talks in your own possession if you can't watch it live or if you just want all of that information for your own research. All right, here we go. It's episode number 69, and I'm going to help you calm down when life has your head spinning and you just feel like there's way too much to do. This time of year, we're prone to getting totally out of balance. Our priorities are just dictated by our vacation time at work, or our kids' holiday breaks from school, or holiday obligations that you have, social events, and then weather-induced limitations, the stress of the holiday season, and so much more. If you're anything like me and so many of the people I've coached, you could use a little reminder about what really deserves your energy and focus when you're spread so thinly. So years ago, I came across this social media post by, I think, Melissa Hartwig, the creator of the Whole30. I think it was her. I'm really not entirely sure. But it stuck with me ever since. It said something like, choose 3. And she listed off all areas of an adult's life, like work, fitness, diet, family, etc. We can't possibly focus on everything at one time. And this isn't about your values. This isn't about prioritization. It's about what requires your focused attention. Since I saw that post, the idea has become part of my coaching strategy. And I crafted it into something that I use in my own life as well to pull me back when life feels like it's just too demanding. So my version of the choose 3 looks like this: diet, exercise, family or home life, career or school, social relationships, and self-care or personal growth. I use this choose 3 strategy when I'm coaching, and everyone always thanks me for it. They'll say, I really needed that, thank you. I posted this on Instagram, and I got some great reactions from people. And I just said, choose 3 for now. We cannot focus on everything with any sort of level-headed decency at one point in time. Now remember, it's not about prioritizing. You can prioritize your family and your exercise routine if those are big values to you, but that doesn't mean that they require much of your focus or conscious energy right now, especially if you have already established good routines in your family life and a good exercise routine so that they're always tended to without much of your own willpower or behavior change. So it's not about prioritizing, but what is it about then? Well, this is about reminding yourself at this point in time, right now, whenever you're doing the Choose 3, that you can't take on everything at once. So where should you put your energy and your focus? Choosing 3 helps you to filter out the noise and just focus on what really needs your attention. And you'll see what I mean with a few examples I'm going to give. Now, this week, for instance, you can't be trying to start a new diet, go big on a new exercise routine, be the best mom, be the best wife, clean your house, cook dinner every day, pack everybody's lunches, crush it at the office, and then go meet with your friend's newborn baby, bring her some food to make this transition easier for her, and then work on your new meditation practice while being sure that you get 8 hours of sanity sleep so you don't turn into a monster. Well, it's too much to focus on at one point in time. But a lot of people tell me, hey, that sounds like me, what you just described. I know, we try to do it all. But that's why you feel like you keep failing or you can't catch up. That's why everything is getting less than half of your capabilities. That's why you feel like sometimes you're barely hanging on. You have to just choose 3. We started with 6, choose 3. And it can change next month. It can change next week. Heck, it can even change tomorrow. Like if your best friend tells you you've been everywhere but there for her. That happened to me once. Reality check, right? Well, choose 3 and the rest can wait until those first 3 get more into autopilot or until the first 3 can handle a little break from your focused intention or, when life just makes something else more important to you. Now, personally, I think even 3 is a lot. If they're all requiring effort and behavior change from you, it's a lot to focus on at one time. Some people can handle much more, but I see this all the time with clients. They come to me asking for help to lose weight and become healthier, and they want to start everything at one time. They're just so determined. That's why they came to me in the first place. They want to crush it at work. They want to be a good wife and be a good mom. And they want to start meal prepping and cooking more and change their diet and start going to the gym all at one time. Well, guess what happens if I encourage them to take it all on at once? They fall off track within a couple of weeks at the most, and then they feel defeated. They feel disappointed in themselves, like they failed. And they tell me that they need a break or that they need help getting back on the wagon. Well, that's why we take smaller steps usually. We narrow our focus and we gradually add a new focus when one area seems to be taking care of itself on autopilot. Now, in many cases, it's not that you're trying to focus on more than 3 of these areas at once. It's that you're trying to focus on too many changes in one area at a time. I call it like subcategories. I'll get into in a second. But for instance, one of my clients was trying to quit smoking, cut back on her drinking, and fix a tumultuous relationship, start to eat healthier, start cooking more, start exercising, and of course, lose weight. Now, many of these fall under diet or self-care. And trying to do them all at once just means that you're going to do them with less effort, less energy, less likelihood for success, less time to learn about them and stay inspired, stay motivated. And when she focused just on her relationship and quitting drinking, she came back to me with a renewed spirit and outlook on herself and her abilities. I mean, she impressed both herself and me. Now, if I make subcategories for the Choose 3 list that I've created, remember the Choose 3 list again that I use, just to remind you, is diet, exercise, family, home life, school or career, social relationships, and self-care or personal growth. But if I make subcategories for them, you'll see that there are a ton of areas you can be focusing on just one of those. Like, for instance, diet can include any changes that involve starting a new diet, breaking habits like pop or alcohol or dessert, learning about a new diet, meal prepping, starting to cook more, starting intermittent fasting for the first time, trying an elimination diet or a cleanse to figure out what's causing your symptoms, or just trying to eat healthier so you can lose weight or feel better. Now, exercise can have subcategories like starting at a gym or finding a gym, starting a new workout, starting a new routine, taking steps towards a new fitness goal, or trying to track your weight loss. Now, family and home life, this is a big one because it can include all of our duties in subcategories. All of our duties at home, like being a mom or a wife, being a dad or a husband, being a grandma or a caretaker. It can include cleaning, cooking, remodeling your home, saving or budgeting, entertaining, moving, designing your home, working on fertility or growing your family, and starting a new schedule with everyone's routines or your kids' activities. I mean, there are so many things that I just mentioned, these subcategories, that can take a lot of your focused attention, and you got to give yourself a break in other areas. Now, for the career or school area, subcategories can include a demanding new goal or schedule that you need to focus on or just get used to, and placing boundaries on work or school so that you can feel balanced or more productive. Improving communication with your boss or your teachers or your team members. Applying to a new job. Putting new systems in place so you can be more efficient or increase your income, etc. Now, the social relationships area can include subcategories like spending time with friends, rekindling old friendships, or just being there for someone who really needs you. That can take a lot of energy from you, but it might mean a lot at this time. Subcategories here can also include making time to vent or bond with someone who provides you with the relief and support you need to stay balanced. It can be sports teams, church groups, organizations that you're a part of, or just fun time with your family or friends that you want to put focused energy into so you don't lose your mind. And the self-care personal growth area can include subcategories like starting a journaling routine, learning how to meditate, fighting an illness, reading new books, or just trying to read more books, sleeping better, learning new things to better yourself, nurturing a hobby or starting a new hobby, breaking a habit or starting a new habit. And of course, many of these can fall under diet and fitness as well, or even family. Now you can see how far we could read into this, how complicated we can make it. I like to keep it pretty simple though, with the main areas that I emphasized. Now, when I shared this Choose 3 list on my Instagram's Marisa_Moon_. One woman commented, well, Marisa, while I had known that this is to be true in the back of my mind, it sent a huge light bulb through my thinking. Since learning about it, I've been so much more gracious with myself most days whenever I simply can't keep more than 3 balls in the air at a time. And another woman commented, this is so hard to choose depending on the day. Mostly diet and exercise go hand in hand for me. Family and home life, well, that's how it goes this week at least. I think the diet and exercise is a form of self-care also. Maybe next week will be different. And since I personally know this second gal, I responded to her, it's easy to get confused, because they're all priorities. This is more of a question of where you're putting your focused attention. By now, your diet or your exercise or both are on autopilot, right? That means you don't even have to count those when you're choosing 3. So, as a listener, I want you to do this and you'll see how much better you feel, how much better you are at the areas you choose to focus on. Do this and choose 3 so you can feel happier and you can achieve more. And trying making this a weekly thing that you just check in on whenever life starts sliding off the rails. I mean, you probably noticed a pattern by Wednesday you're starting to feel overwhelmed every week. Or without your weekday structure, the weekends just feel too hectic. So try doing your Choose 3 every Sunday or every Saturday, for instance. And if you piggyback it onto another habit that you have, it'll be easy to remember. Plus, it only takes 5 minutes to decide where you're going to focus on, which 3 things you're going to be focusing on at this very time. So no reason not to do it, right? And hey, you can make your own areas of focus. Keep the number of areas to 6 groups like I have, okay? Maybe yours will have diet and exercise together because you already prioritize them and feel pretty confident in those areas. Or maybe your family will be one area, but your home will be another because you're moving right now or you're dealing with heavy responsibilities in one or both of those areas. Come on over and join me in my Facebook group, The Foundation of Wellness, and I'd love to hear what you've learned from this Choose 3. Let's talk about it. You can find the group at facebook.com/groups/FOW podcast. And remember, I can be your health coach. My coaching style is unique because I combine aspects of health coaching with life coaching, like you experienced in today's episode. I've made private coaching totally affordable too, because I know what it's like to work with coaches, and it's awesome. I want everyone to be able to experience it. If there is an area in your life that would benefit from some accountability or guidance and support. So head over to marisamoon.com/consultation and schedule your free strategy call with me so we can find out if we are a good fit together to tackle your goals. And Happy New Year to you. And I hope to see you in my Facebook group. All the links mentioned today are in the show notes on your podcast player. In the description there, you can find it very easily, or you can always find them at tinyurl.com/FOWhome. And if you learned anything today you found valuable, please share this podcast episode. Just tap the share button and share it to your social media account or send it to a friend that this reminds you of. I really appreciate your support. Bye.